Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, a divine intuitive psychic medium, delivering messages to you from the high realms. Welcome in everyone. So we're tapping into the full moon energies for our first full moon of 2025. This is a full moon in Cancer. So this is a big one for family, relationships, home. You're thinking a lot about those things. It really gets everybody in heightened emotions and feelings, and with this being the first full moon for a lot of us that have been closing out all of these cycles and closing out things from 2024, this is a perfect time to finally shut the door, feel the emotions, release them, shut the door, as I know that I am. Wow, look at this, the Sun card for all these new beautiful blessings to come in here. So we're going to take a look at the energy cards, see what else is coming out. And a lot has been exposed, right? I know everybody's been so beautiful in the collective. I've been seeing a big change of everybody starting to be more delicate with the reveals. So I love it. I'm very much seeing it. Because you know what? We're starting to realize that, we don't want to be giving all the... we don't want to keep feeding the energy of what our karmics have done to us and our enemies and things like that, because we need to get past that. Because when you're giving it energy, even when you say things like enemies that I have or adversaries or whatever, you're giving them power and you're creating a tie to them still. It's even if you want revenge, and I know some of us, we want karmic justice, we do, but I'm going to tell you what, with the things that are being exposed and the petty little stuff has been exposed first. So yeah, it's nice to see some of the little bit of karma and things like that, but it's getting stronger. Literally, the petty things are being handled first. Now all the dark stuff, and I've been seeing some of you have been revealing the dark stuff, right? That have been going on. And yes, I know that all things need to come to light. So, but I need to explain too that there are certain individuals that are more, let's say, protected to be able to disclose those things. Not everybody is. It all depends on your spiritual team, your ancestors and things like that, because if you're, it's not everybody can just go into this spiritual work when you're not protected. Especially when you're exposing the enemies and things like that, and these dark cults and things like that. If you don't have a strong spiritual team, they're going to be throwing stuff at you to shut you up and to come at you. Do you see what I mean? That's why I was saying for some of you, you don't realize that you're putting yourself at risk, and you might not even notice that the attacks that are coming your way, you could just be feeling your energy drain. I know for some of you, little things you feel their throat shock, or you feel the wind, or you feel get taken from you and things like that. That's just a little bit of what it's coming through, right? And so that's why I said, also I was putting the warnings out there, be more careful the things that you talk to and stuff like that. Because there's certain people that are more protected to dabble more in the dark side. A lot of them are more my dark high priestesses that, they have a lot of dark ancestor protection that they're invoking, right? A lot of them are natural born witches, as I am. And I don't often go and say that because I'm a white witch, okay, but I have very much played in both realms, and I have my ancestors from both sides, and it's like an urn type of thing. You can't just call in certain ancestors and have them work for you if you haven't earned it. So that's to my new spiritualist, right? That's why definitely don't go running with stuff that you see other people doing. Okay, you need to be careful, and also careful what you're subjecting yourself to. So what I'm getting is for some of us, yes, we are still exposing some of the darker things, right? But there's protection in doing so. Right away if you're feeling comfortable about talking with something or not. When you feel an energy shift and things like that, you need to get out of it and things like that. I'm not saying to ever have fear, don't have fear, but just be careful what you're playing with. A lot of people are starting to find out that the magic and the things that they were dabbling in, they probably shouldn't have been. And like I said, a lot of these corrupt cults and things are coming down now. They're being exposed. As a lot of us, we baited them to to expose them, right? So a lot of them are starting to get really mad that they're being exposed at this time, and now the magic and everything is being literally sent back. That's what I mean. This is very much a spiritual battle that's ongoing here. So I don't know. I felt to put that out there. So take what we would. If you don't feel that that's your message, then don't, because I give messages for different chosen ones, right? Because we've got different missions and things like that. So for some of you, you could be finding out that like you have different things. Maybe you're guided towards, like, definitely just don't do it like everybody else is doing. Do not, like, you need to go off of what you feel, right? So, because it's like, we don't want like all eyes on everything, because it's like certain ones are allowed to expose these things, and they can handle, like I said, like, I'm not one where I know what I'm focusing on creating, that I'm not even doing reverse ascenders, but my spiritual team and my ancestors are handling that. So I don't need to, you know what I mean? So yeah, like, I don't even want to give it the power, even though I'm one where, I'm protected to do so, as I've literally been sent in kind of as a triple agent to expose some of these dark, corrupt cults, to bring them down. So, like I said, I knew that I could be able to handle the attacks, but even so, I've been having to like up my protection and doing different things. So that's what I mean. It's not one to mess with. So be careful the things that you're invoking. I've been saying that, okay? Things are getting more and more intense. So for whoever that's for, take it as you would. So anyway, I've been seeing a lot of beautiful things and people being more careful at what you're talking about, what you're exposing. Okay, we're focusing on building a new earth, bridging, healing, right? So that's very beautiful. Okay, so moving on. All right, so but yeah, so there's getting ready to be a lot of karma, karmic justice, vindication coming in for the chosen. So there's like, you don't have to, and I get some of you, like, you may find stuff out, and I've been there where I'm like, yep, I want to expose what I found out. Just be careful. These cycles are closing out. Let the ones that are set up and guided to expose do that. And so for some of you, you're being realigned with new things, new energies. This is about elevation. We don't want to get hung up. We don't want to give it too much energy. They're kind of being phased out anyway. And where I was going with this is because there's some of you, like, you don't want to even tap into the karma. You don't really want to know what is coming down for some of these backfires, right? Okay. It's especially the very, very dark, sinister stuff that has been done. You don't want to know amplified what that's going to look like. So that's what I mean. It's time to shift focus, right? Okay. So see how it like wants to keep, but I want to just put the warning out there. I don't even, a lot of times I feel like I'm not explaining things how I want to, but it's like, if it doesn't make sense to you, then it's not your message. If it makes sense to you and you gather even a little bit of what I'm saying, because sometimes I have to explain it in different ways for people to understand it, then fine, then go with it. Okay. So anyways, we're focusing on this beautiful closing out of these cycles. All right, focusing on you. That's why I said, and a lot of you too, it's like you, by giving it energy too from my earth angels, you're giving it protection. You got to have eyes off. For your you know what I mean? Eyes off. You don't need to see what's going to happen, okay? All right, so moving forward, right? Well, let's look at the energy cards, see what else is coming out. Appreciation. Okay. So just be very grateful and thankful for these things, especially when you've been realigned and you've been moved, especially when tower moments, things like that. Because there's some of you could have been unaware of what's going on. And from earth angels and chosen ones, like I put together a reading earlier where I was exposing like some of the things in my past and in my story, right? To let them go, because this is a big time of releasing and appreciating those things and changing your story. And it's like for the longest time, like I looked a lot at my past and I knew it was a driving force for me moving forward from all of the corruption and all of the things and the people that were used against me and targeting. And it set me up down my path to keep me fighting and keeping my heart illuminated to love and light, wanting to help and heal others. But it's like as of late, I've been realizing that I was still hindering myself with my story, that I need to turn that more into an empowering story and look at how powerful I am and giving more appreciation to myself for everything that I've been through and starting to look in more and more at my strengths. Okay, so for a lot of you, you got heavy archangel protection too, because a lot of this magic and stuff that's playing out. Door to spirits here. So just be more appreciative, focus more on light energy, and focus more on creation and what you want to build. Remember, we are bridging this new earth energy, so we don't want to bring the old dense energy and we want the new energy coming in, right? So you need to be thinking about the things that you want to create and feeding the energy that way. That's what I mean, is it's like a big divide. There's certain ones that are going to be focusing on the darkness and you know what I mean? And okay, but we're going to be focusing more on the light, right? So pick what you feel guided to. I mean, if you don't know, check in with your spiritual team, what you feel guided to. But if you were guided into this reading and you're watching this, then your spirit team already guided you to this reading for a reason, okay? All right, so storm warning, like I said, storm is definitely brewing here. For a lot of you, you've literally been moved away. Okay, and that's also too why this big message is coming out. You're being guided away. If you know what I'm talking about, energies you shouldn't tap into, people like if you've been guided to let people go, stop looking at their social medias, stop giving them energy, stop thinking about them, move focus, shift. Okay, shift away from the storm that's coming here, right? Just like there's certain things, like I've gone back and forth with the fires, right? It's very beautiful. I've been seeing like mass meditations and things like that in the love and, because, my compassion and everything goes out to, the families and the homes and the things like that, right? But there's also like, there's certain things, right, that, burning's a way of cleansing and stuff too, okay? And we know a lot of the corruption and everything. We are in the end times. There are certain things. I've already said Most High has taken over control for karmic justice, right? So, do what you would with that. What you feel. I'm just saying like that. It's not just stopping there. There's more to come here. So for some of you, if you're feeling guided away, out of harm's way, then you are. You have to trust. You don't live in fear. Okay? Indecision is here. And at this crossroad, that's what I mean. Like for some of you, if you're unsure what to do, ask your spirit team, your angels, and things like that, what to do. Okay. Community is coming out. The thinking woman. So there's definitely a strategy plan. Because for a lot of you, you're waiting for these next steps. All right, you're figuring out what to do. Collaborations are coming together, right? We don't want interference and things like that because of these hostile energies, right? As I was exposing in the thing too, like they very much knew who the earth angels were. And for a lot of us, we've been targeted by family, right? Those closest to us and things like that. So you need to be careful about letting any of these hostile energies coming in, right? Influencing things. There's definitely boss energy here. This woman holding a coin here coming out. The temple path. You're being guided to your highest timeline, right? And 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel is coming out. So there's a lot of angels here. Can you turn it down a little bit? I'm being distracted. Yeah, yin yang energy coming into balance. All right, let's get into some tarot. I'm feeling a lot of scattered energies, right? And there's been a lot that has been coming out with this full moon. Where do I want to go? That's the tarot, right? Yeah. Let's go on this one deck. I can turn it up a little bit. All right, let's get into Santero and see what is going on. All right, let's look at this full moon in Cancer energy. Ace of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles is coming out right away with the Seven of Wands. You could be seeing 7-7. Could be confirmation. This is heavy boundaries, right? And patience. For some of you, you've had your patience for quite a while. With this waiting and boundaries, like, definitely keep them up. We're at this final time, like, you're really going to be tempted, probably now more than ever, how strong your boundaries are, especially with these abundance, because for a lot of you, like, these are what's coming in. So the enemy is very much coming in at this time, trying to distract you, trying those last minute things. And a lot of the enemies and stuff, like, people are sorry now that they're starting to see judgment. A lot of them are getting scared and worried, right? Because they're starting to see karma starting to play out. They're starting to feel the disconnect, because for a lot, like, it's went extremely dark. Like, literally any divine protection that some of these individuals have, like, they've been stripped. Spiritual gifts have been taken away. So for a lot, like, they're realizing their magic is not working, their connection's gone. So it's like they're starting to realize the light has now left any little bit that they had. So they're starting to really try to come at the ones that have the light at the most at this time. And it's like, it's too late for them to come after us. They now have to seek it through Most High. Okay. And that is, you know, I mean, it's nice that they may want to come around and repent and apologize. And maybe for some of you, allow their apologies to come in. Maybe it will lessen their karma a little bit, because when you do speak the truth, it does lessen the karma. I mean, it was something my father always told me. And even though my father was corrupted a lot, right, because he was a Mason and all of that, and a dark magician, but anyway, that's what I mean. Like, that's why I have that perfect balance, right? I don't know, I restarted my reading. I don't remember if I said that. I come from bloodline of witches and Masonic, and also a lot of it's like one bloodline is magicians and shamans, and the other one's witches and things like that. So it's been a mix, right? So that's what I mean. Like, I've got this perfect balance, right? That's why I'm definitely heavily protected on both sides and have that balance, right? Like, that's what I mean. Because of my power, and I know that I don't give in to this petty little stuff. That's why I said, like, even the reverse descenders and the things like that, because I know that if I was to use my power and fully do them, the people would not get back up, right? And a lot of people that I've encountered, right, they don't even realize the magic that they're playing with. Most people don't even realize what they're doing. And a lot of it's just this petty little stuff anyways. You know, it's just like a magician never really, like, reveals their true, like, I don't even really go around and explain all of this stuff. Like, I don't really go around and tell most people that I'm from a long line of witches and all of that, you know, like, it's one of those, that's why you shouldn't mess with people. You don't really know who people are in the spiritual realm. You don't know who's rolling with them. You don't know what authority they've been given. Okay, especially at the end of time. Sorry. That's what I mean. Like, all of us earth angels, like, we've been recording everything with our eyes, right? As Most High sees all anyways. But it's more like, once you cross an earth angel and they pull back their energy, like, it's immediate. And that's what I mean. For a lot, like, they're realizing that. But have some of you fully cut people off to make them, for them to be able to see. So like I said, for a lot, like, they could be coming back around. Okay. Yeah, or they're holding on to you heavily. For a lot of you, need to cleanse and clear your energy too, because they could be trying to bind. Like, I've been having heavy stuff in my dreams. Like, it needs to stop, literally. Like, trying to come out, having people trying to harvest my sexual energy in the dreamscape. Like, are you kidding me? I'm literally, like, you don't know who I can get. But I'm gonna be careful what I say. Okay. My gosh. So protect your energy, your dreamscape, to never consent to anything in your dreams. They're trying some sneaky stuff to try to come in, but I see all. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm fully aware. But anyway, let's move on. See, even this feisty energy, like I want to come at this energy, but I'm focused on leading and not that. Okay, so that's even why this is coming out like this too, because we give these collective messages like it's our energy too. Like I'm having to tell myself like, nope, my spirit team, my ancestors got it handled. I've already exposed it. I brought it to the light. I let everybody do whatever they needed to do to me, and I healed from it and moving forward. Now it's being handled. See, the 7 of Swords is still coming out. Like they're really trying, and that's 3 7s. So if you're seeing 777, this could be confirmation that this is your reading, right? Hold your boundaries, right? You've got people being exposed, things like that. But look, 6 of Swords, you're being moved away. For some of you, you could be moving away with children. For some of you, like they were even coming after your children, just like I've been aware of the spell work and the black magic that has been sent against my children. That's all being handled. Page of Pentacles, confirmation, thank you. But you got heavy protection, right? It's spiritual. They were preparing a lot for this, right? But this message is coming out like you have to listen. You have to have those boundaries. You have to let people get their judgment. And people are going to be coming for you, for cover, for you to lessen their karma. This is that energy where you hear like you guys have authority over how people receive their karma because you're like their last line of defense. Like they're literally seeking you to stop their karma. I mean, I'm going to leave that open to how you want, but you need to know if you want to be have your heavy protection, just like all the stuff that's been sent my way. Like this has been such a beautiful and peaceful full moon because all of the stuff that's been like, it's just already being like just, you let infiltrators in there, you let them in your close vicinity. They're infiltrating your area. You're like allowing them close to you. You know what I mean? You know who you're supposed to have boundaries up against at this time. That's what I mean. They're trying to get you to think about them so they could be using social media platforms, talking to people, trying to do things, trying to get you to give them energy, things like that. Hoping that you'll reach out. Also trying to block what is coming in for you. Damn. Like, so much beautiful energy is coming in. Look at this, the tower with the Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, it's like the most beautiful tower. Like, this is what you have coming in. And the Wheel of Fortune, these fated, these destined timelines, like the promise is coming in. Do you want your promise? Are you ready, or do you just want to delay? I mean, you already have it. You already have what's coming for you. Don't think you're going to, but you could delay it. So don't delay it by focusing on, I mean, if you want to delay it, fine. If you want to sit there and you want to, fine. It's your choice. But see, that's why I'm saying focus on what you want to build. Focus on New Earth, okay? It's 9 of Cups energy. So just be in this beautiful energy. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody just needs to stay in their own lane. Like, seriously. Focus on you right now. Let all these beautiful things come in. Let the Most High handle, right? It doesn't stop. Look, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Look at that beautiful energy. Ace of Wands. You have so much abundance coming in. And for a lot too, like they think that you're doing stuff because literally anybody that like came up against divine beings especially, like they've been stripped from their spiritual gifts. You're inheriting now their gifts and advanced gifts. Wealth transference are happening. For some, they've literally blessed you. They've literally cursed their entire bloodlines. And now everything gets transferred over to you. Okay, so they're starting to see this stuff happening. So they think that you're doing stuff, projecting, but because you're elevating and upgrading, because you know they're heavily spying and watching things like that. Because for some of it, like, it's meant for them to see the level up. And that's to show God's favor too, and why touch not my anointed, touch not my prophets. That's why I said the chosen are being elevated at this time. And they're going to shine like the diamonds that they are. They're being revealed. They were cloaked. That's why you often wouldn't see the chosen for as they were, because I don't know what everybody's perception was of the chosen. Highly religious, maybe, or spiritual, or having these amazing lives and everything perfect. No, they're the ones that people were driving by on the streets, that were homeless, that were struggling with drug addictions, that were getting abused. Because you know what? Those are the ones that transmuted all of that pain. They're the ones that held on to that vibrational level. That's why we went through everything, and that's why we are the ones, we're the front runners into the new earth. Okay? That's why I said, whether you want to be elevated or chosen or not, like you are. Like, I've been getting that energy. It's like, for some of you, you have not been, you needed to be cleaned up. You weren't thinking you were worthy of it, because we were so in this loving energy. Like, for some of you, you didn't, like, I've aligned with so many beautiful souls that didn't even realize that they were earth angels. And I've been out there on the front lines helping them. And all the ones that approach me, it's always been like that, right? Coming to me. And I've always said, so beautiful, the stories that you're telling me. And do you have me coming in a different way? And they're like, what do you mean it's beautiful? I just told you my tragedy story. Because I'm like, look at how empowered you are. Look at how healed you are. Everything that you experience, you don't realize that you were doing that for Most High. You were experiencing all of that. And the love that you have, that you were able to transmute that. Now you need to know. In just a minute, baby. I'm almost done. I got to stop us at 30 minutes. My daughter needs me. But that's why I tell them the final part is you need to know that what you're worthy of, right? You need to be accepting of the blessings, the promise. And so there's so many that are getting blessed at this time. Literally the scales and everything. It's just, it's so beautiful this time that we have coming. So, all right, I gotta go. So, love and light to all of you. Definitely take a look at more readings. I'm going to be doing more of this, a full moon energy, and so many reveals. Definitely the chosen are being vindicated. This is our time. This is so beautiful. This is just the first full moon. So let these cycles close out. Let all this abundance, and this moon is so beautiful because it's, you're going to see, even though full moons are like cycles closing out, because a lot of how these cycles are closing out is with these new beginnings coming in, because of the powerful black new moon that we had. It's literally like, it's like bam, bam, bam. Like, it's just, it's so cool. It's like, as these cycles close out is because of karmic justice, like, that's why all of my readings have just been coming out like bam, 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 10 of Pentacles, Ace, like all the aces. That's why everybody's been seeing like all aces, all tens, like all new, like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Like, that's the biggest thing. 28, 18 on the clock as I say that. All of this is coming out. This is the energy that's coming out this full moon. Definitely watch my readings, guys. Love and light to all of you. Bye.